Hey guys, welcome to Bonehead Truckers. Got some breaking news. ICE arrest, and I'm going to get on a rant here, okay? ICE arrests illegal immigrant trucker from Uzbekistan over alleged terror ties. Akro Bozarov was released into the United States under the Biden administration and was granted work authorization. They issued a warrant out for his arrest in 2022 belonging to a terrorist organization. Authorities in Uzbekistan accuse him of distributing terrorist propaganda calling for jihad online and recruiting terrorists to join the jihad movement. He was arrested in Kansas on November 9th. I said Bozarov was issued a commercial driver's license in Pennsylvania. Officials added that he was granted work authorization to work in January 2024 under the Biden administration. Not only was he a wanted terrorist, but he was released into the country by the Biden administration, but he was also given a CDL by Governor Shapiro's Pennsylvania. If you look right here, this is a picture of his CDL, non-domicile CDL. Bozarov illegally entered the U.S. in 2023, according to ICE. Border Patrol arrested Bozarov upon entry through ICE and said the Biden administration then released him into the American communities. When I sit there and I say we should have Americans only driving trucks, okay, and then you have OIDA, the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association, pushing for HR 5688, which allows drivers, people with work authorizations, to become a truck driver. And I'm glad people are doing their job, and that's all good and all, but we're not doing a good enough job. This is just one guy that they're propping out. This is what the government's propping these out, right? This is what the Trump administration, they decided to put this out, and it's all propaganda. We got this one guy. But truck drivers, if you're sitting in a truck stop right now, look around. Are there a bunch of people that look like this out there around there and doesn't speak any English? Hey, truck drivers, are you sitting at a dock waiting to get unloaded or waiting to get loaded or whatever? And you look around and you see these guys that don't speak English wearing flip-flops? I mean, just look around. This is just one guy that they're propping up in front of everyone. But there's way more, and we need way more enforcement. And we just need a rule. We need a law. How about this? A law passed where it just bans visas and trucking altogether for good. And listen, I'll sit there and say this. I've said this before. Get rid of visas altogether. Work visas. We don't need them. Like, let's just have Americans do American jobs. And trucking is an American job. And so not only are these guys unsafe, not only are these guys coming over here and just, doing what they do, but they're driving down our rates where we can't make any money. And then they want to say, well, we can't find good enough truck drivers. Pay the freaking truck drivers! Pay us! Pay us what we're worth. Pay us for how much time we spend away from the road. I mean, 70-hour week, that's not bad. 70 hours? What are you talking about? You work at 70 hours and you're stuck doing a 34 at a restart over the weekend or whatever. You're not at home with your wife and kids or husband, whatever you got going on. You're at work. And you don't get paid to be at work. That's the reason why truck drivers, if you want to sit there and talk about, oh man, we can't get enough qualified drivers. Pay the truck drivers. It's a simple solution. It's so simple. The only way you could afford to pay truck drivers is you got to cleanse the trucking industry by getting rid of all these foreigners driving trucks. It's the only way you could afford it. The only way companies can afford it. Because I talk to company owners all the time. Big companies. And it's like they would love to pay truck drivers, but they can't pay truck drivers because you got all these foreigners driving rates down. And then you got this guy right here that can potentially do some damage driving an 18-wheeler in the United States of America. Now they prop this guy up, but this is just one example. Oh man, we got this one guy, but look around you. Look around. You see it all the time. You see it here on Bonehead Truckers. You see it with your own eyes. You're out there on the road. I did some running last year in 2024. I did some running, driving, doing some loads, and I was asked, what's it like? What's it like out there? I mean, I went from 2021 to 2024 without driving a single mile in an 18-wheeler. 3 years. And I was amazed by how much has changed in those 3 small little years. Because I had spent 20 years driving a truck. And then you have, I take a couple of years off and do some loads, 3 years later, and I was like amazed. It is like a third world country. It's exactly how I described it. This ain't America. This ain't the freaking, American truck driving like I remember it. When you'll see me at truck shows, right? I got 2 truck shows, Mid-America Truck Show and the Texas Trucking Show. Well, I have booth at both. I'll be an exhibitor at both of those shows. And you'll find American trucking at those shows. But then if you want to go step out into the real world, go to a truck stop. Go hit the road. Go to a rest area with trucks. That's where you see the real world of trucking. Not the glamorized, what we see at these conventions and all these, chromed out trucks. You see the real road, and what you see is a bunch of people that don't speak English, and they're driving down rates and they're running over people. And you ask, well, why do you care, Ike? Why do you care? Don't you want these people out here? That way it gives you content? No, I can make money driving a truck. I'm a truck driver. I can make money doing that. I can make money if the trucking companies make money, the truck drivers make money, and I make money. Right? Well, I'm fighting this. People are like, well, your fight is fake. You're doing it for the money. I get money, absolutely. But listen, I get money. I don't want to get money like this. These guys have got to go. The foreigners have got to go. Get rid of them now. Ban these things right here. I'm going to show you. Ban non-domicile CDLs for good. Don't need them. We shouldn't have these on any driver's license at all. None. We shouldn't have them. And we should have Americans driving trucks. He's over, you see that, it shows Philadelphia. That's where he's from. Imagine that. Imagine freaking that. It's not just California. I told you guys. They're doing it here in Texas too, by the way. Hey, Secretary Duffy, you listening? Check old Governor Hot Wheels over here. He's all talk, no action. Anyway, that's my rant. Good job for getting this guys, out of the truck and arresting these guys. But let me just say, this is just some propaganda being putting up. Because I'll tell you this, ICE, are you listening? You want to go raid? You want to raid somebody? Go to a truck stop. Just go. Don't sit at a weigh station. They're gonna go around. They're not even gonna stop in a weigh station at all. That's Go to a truck stop. Okay? Go to a shipper receiver. Go to an Amazon for freaking crying out loud. Bonehead Truckers, we're gone.